Today we're here to do a quick pole blessing of the cedar. It's a tradition that just helps the artist work with the cedar and, you know, just have good feelings and good vibes when you're in the carving shed, and to pass that energy on, and hopefully the ancestors will help guide my hand, and the cedar will help me as an artist to become what it's meant to be. The cedar will be there for generations to tell the story of the land, and in this case it's going to be the story of the relationship between Delta Police and Tsawwassen First Nation.
Hey guys. Hey, how's it going?
Hey Jeff, how you doing? Good timing. Yeah, we're just reinforcing some lines here from the design and getting it ready to transfer onto the cedar. I titled this piece Relationships. That is because there's so many levels of relationships within the community that we're trying to keep healthy. Just how we work with the police to work towards a safe community here. The eagle representing Tsawwassen First Nation, flying high above in the blue skies as always. And then for Delta, we have the Delta logo with the cattail. Delta Police wanted to have something at the front of their building that was more welcoming, so that when all First Nations within the Delta community came for a visit for whatever reason, they felt more welcomed. House post is a structural carving that would have been part of our traditional longhouses. Boom. They would tell the stories of the families of the longhouses that they belonged to. Today, they're more artistic and there's a lot more contemporary uses for them. Okay, so who here has done any carving? Nice. Once you start to cut, let it glide. Today we're gonna have Delta Police come out and participate with some of the youth and just get a feel for the carving and check out the shop.
I'm always afraid to chip away too much.
If we get the police officers and the youth involved at the early stages, everybody will have an understanding of the purpose behind the piece, and people can learn from it. At the bottom, of course, we have the Delta Police badge, which is very important for this piece. Integrity, courage, honor, and trust. This project for me is a full circle project. The reason that is when I was 18, turning 19, I jumped in the first year of the tribal police training in British Columbia. When it came time for graduation, there was going to be a 3-month on-the-job training. Delta Police was the first detachment that said they wanted to take me and Tyrone at the time and train us and do the on-the-job training. So for me, having to do this piece for Delta Police, it represents a long-standing, good, healthy relationship that I've had with Delta Police.
Yeah, when was the last time you were actually at headquarters or Delta Police?
It's been quite a while. I think I haven't been inside since 30 years ago. But
we'd love to be able to host you here a little bit later this morning to be able to come over and look at the location for this.
Sounds good. What I was kind of thinking might be inside of the yellow flowers, because if you kind of visualize that 10-foot, bring it up to the height and kind of facing out. We all have these relationships and we have to just keep working, whether it's on a federal level or a municipal level or community level, and make sure that our rights are still recognized and participate with them so that our community is safe.
So you haven't been here for 30 years. What do you say to a little bit of a tour, and Jeff can show you a little bit of a demo as well?
Sounds excellent.
So we're gonna go in and have a look at some of the things at our headquarters. Follow me. We start out every shift with what's called briefing or parade. Talk about different trends, things that are going on in the community.
Ziva is my best work partner ever. I get to hang out with the dog all day. She's a 5-year-old yellow Labrador. So she is what's called a single profile detection dog.
Oh, cute puppy.
You know what the Charter of Rights and Freedoms is? Everybody who's detained or arrested in Canada has the right to be told the reason for the arrest or detention.
I think it's really important that this relationship with Tsawwassen First Nation is developing further and further, because there's been a lot of struggle in the past, and it's a really constructive program.
I think it's important that the youth know their rights, they get a feel of what these services do, kind of understand who is in their communities and who's involved in their communities.
It was nice to see the K9 and, just all the different aspects of their work. And I think it also opens up the children's eyes to career focuses, fire or police, or this is something that they could be doing for themselves as well, right?
Probably going to celebrate and roll on it. Did really good.
The TFN government and Delta Police have worked together to develop a relationship guiding Delta Police work to increase community safety on Tsawwassen lands.
There you go.
What they've done is they've built the trust, which is really important with our community, and I think that's why the relationships are better, and they've both developed that respect for each other.
So we've got red for the salmon. I like that yellow for the beak. Got just a little touch of brown for the cattail. By seeing this pole, I hope that all First Nations see that Delta Police have made their attempt at having good relationships with the surrounding community of Indigenous people and First Nations people within the community. And I hope that when people go there, they kind of recognize that energy in the pole and learn a little bit about what the pole represents and feel a little bit more welcome at the police station itself so that they can interact and have a good experience there.
Tsawwassen First Nation and the Delta Police Department share a meaningful relationship, one with mutual respect and understanding and collaboration. The unveiling of this house post today is a symbol of that relationship that is built on trust and respect.
But today it's not just about the post raising. The ceremony marks a significant step in our journey towards reconciliation. It reminds us of the profound words of former Chief of Tsawwassen First Nation, Candace Delorme. The history of Indigenous people in Canada is heartbreaking for everyone. And while none of us here today had a part in the harmful policies and practices of the past, we're all responsible for what happens in moving forward.
For years to come, it will continue to serve as a powerful symbol of unity, respect, shared values, and the collective vision for our communities.
What it does for our TFN members is it brings them a lot of pride. It shows that our community is out there and our art is being displayed, telling the stories, relationships we have with everybody.
My favorite part of the house post is actually the sturgeon and the salmon in the middle. I really just like how it brings it together and how it's like the meaning behind the two different people, like places, like working together.
The whole idea of the house post was how do we continue that journey, and not just for now but for future generations of police officers that come to understand the relationship that we have with the Tsawwassen First Nation and how can we continue to grow on that moving forward.
For me, this is a beautiful day to cap it off. It was a great project, and everything that Delta Police brought to the project just further shows that they made a huge effort and a concentration to strengthen the relationships between Tsawwassen First Nation and Delta Police.